Good morning. Good morning. How can I stick this down? I guess you can't really tell. Anywho. Hey, what's up, W? Good morning. I don't know why I'm so tired. Say hi to Goopsy, Wody, and John, please. I will. It is so hot. It's like 90 degrees out today. And then today, anyway, it like instantly went from being too cold to too hot. A little heat wave here in Michigan. And, you know, a lot of people are like, especially people in the desert, you know, people in Arizona are going, what? 90 degrees is a cool day. The problem with Michigan is it's like it's very wet. It's a very humid 90. And it feels like we're all living in an armpit. We're all permanently in a headlock of a bully until the heat wave is over. Let's try this. I couldn't find my water bottle, so I'm using a different water bottle. Hey, Jackson, thank you for liking the live. Good morning. I almost skipped. I didn't want to do it today. But I knew as soon as you start pedaling, it's like you get into the motions. It's like, okay, we can go. But something about it, you get such in your head, you're like, what am I even doing anymore? But you gotta just go right past that. Hey, good morning, Bowser's Big Bean Burrito. Good morning. Again, I'm treating working out like a chore. You know, daily care. You know, it's not like I go months without taking a shower. It's not like I go months without taking.
Official said,
brushing my
solving
teeth.
that shit that made Mario Bros.
Browsers? Oh, Bowser. Good morning, Bulk Bogan. Smoking that shit that made Mario Bowser. I put my bike in front of the TV and time flies by. Nice stash. Hey, thank you. Yeah, I think like doing something while I do the stationary bike is key. You know, for me it was streaming. Streaming has the added benefit of passing the time and accountability. Because people are like, oh, where have you been? I mean, no one said it, but I just feel the pressure. And that helps me to stick to it. Yeah, can you imagine someone's like, what the fuck, man? You said you stream every morning, and you skipped the morning. I just get that in my head. What would you rather have between chlamydia and VD? I don't know what venereal disease is. Slimmer by the day. I guess both are right. Not bad. You take like a horse antibiotic and you're good. So I don't know. Hey, good morning, Dick Tickler. I guess either way I'd be like, thank God it's not HIV. You know, every time you like, you sleep with a little strange and you're like, why did I not have a condom?
I hate clams and midias.
And then your downstairs starts itching, or you start peeing laser beams. I think you'd be very happy to learn that it was either one of those. Oh, your name is literally venereal disease. Well, very on brand. On the pizza? I think no one's been like super upset. It's like that's bad news, but I could deal with it. I think the only people who are like would be super upset would be like, oh, I'm a married man and I got caught, and you don't have it. Like that's like, oh no. In terms of a difference between the two. Yeah, I really don't know. I'll have to look it up. Hey, you're named after it. What's the difference? I honestly couldn't tell you. I think it's probably similar symptoms, right? Who am I kidding? Someone just dropped in to say that, and then they pop right out. They don't even care about the reaction. It's almost just like getting away with saying it in a chat, and then you're out. Was there a specific person that motivated you to start? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe indirectly my wife, yeah. I kind of, she's a little bit more active than I am. And I kind of was getting to a place where I couldn't do things physically, or I didn't want to. Not that I couldn't, not that I was like bedridden or anything, but you just go, I'm so tired. I can't imagine doing anything else. And I think I'm past that now, or it's just like I can go on a walk, I can like go to a park, do physical activities. Hey, you want to play? Yeah, sure. Play some pickleball, play some disc golf, You know, I think the most physical activity I would do is like disc golf. And that's not really that super physical. Gets you on a nice walk. Definitely something, for sure. Better than nothing, but... You know, I would be like so tired. I'd be like, nah, this ain't happening. One of many reasons, I feel like. And it was just like, I had just gone up a size, and I felt like I was starting to go up another size. Are you married? Yes, I am. I've been married for 3 years. You know, I had just bought like fat boy pants and Carhartt clothes, because Carhartt makes stuff for big boys, and a new belt. And I was like, oh no, these fat boy clothes are starting to get a little tight. I go, I'm in trouble. I've got to do something. I like got to a place of complacency, and then I got to the next level of fat very quickly. And I was like, I can't do this. So now here we are. We're down 30 pounds since the start of this year. Really kicked it into high gear. I saw the fat reaper standing in the doorway. I go, I don't want to go there. I don't want to go to McDonald's with the fat reaper. Look good, man. Keep going. Hey, thank you. You've already started the day with a massive W. Thank you, thank you. Are you exercising right now? Some would say, hey, it's been working out. To all the people that are like, you're not going hard enough. I'm like covered in sweat. I exercise like an hour a day. Sure, it's moderate intensity. I'm not doing like sprints, but I hate sprints. I tried it out when I was first losing weight, and I think the thing is I don't want to dread it. Bro's gonna have abs. I don't think I'll ever have abs. I think if I have abs, I've made some horrible monkey paw wish or Faustian deal, and something really bad is gonna happen in the world if I get abs. Watch out. I made some deal with the devil. Yeah, if I reach my goal weight, I'm trying to get to 200. I'm at 259 right now. If I reach my goal weight, then maybe my next insane goal will be abs. Ethan Suplee, the big guy from, what show was he on? Anyway, he lost a bunch of weight and got ripped, and he was like, I was chasing abs. How much was your wig? Oh, this is all natural, baby. Rakesh. You know, 37, still got full head of hair. Glad I saw this video. Now I'm going to go wrap my car around the tree. There's a lot of funny copy pastas that happen. Hey, buddy, got a question for you. Yeah, sure. Shoot. Nikocado. Hey, Nicocado's thin now, so I take that as a compliment. Why did you... Wow. Yeah, impressive. Do you think a cow milking machine would work on a human? I guess, yeah. I mean, I think it's just wrong parts. Do I think the mechanics of a cow milking machine could work on a human being if there was like an adapter? Yeah, of course. There exists that. Pregnant women have, you know, milking machines that like they take to a restaurant and they go, I need to go milk. No, not for milk. Yes, you could buy an adapter for that. Wink. You know, we all know what that adapter is. Wink. Don't tell the wives. Hey, why did you get a milking machine? We had a kid like 7 years ago. Wink. Oh, I'm thinking about having another one. Do you have experience with this machine? No. Wink. I'm planning an event. That would be quite a charity event. Here you go. Everyone's got their own milking machines. You know, you always wonder if Eyes Wide Shut was more truth than reality. Everyone wearing a masquerade masks. Yeah, something of a charity. Different kinds of donations, though. Hey, yeah. We all jest, but that would be a great... I don't know. Does a sperm bank ever desperately need donations? Like a blood bank, you know, if a huge accident happens, you know, like a plane crash or a explosion or something, you know, nearby hospitals will do like blood drives and advertise and be like, hey, we need donations desperately. Yeah, what would the event be? I don't think so. They let you buy the undesirable material. Okay, to upsell you. Hey, you like that magazine? You can keep it. Oh, really? $500. What? Why am I going to pay $500 for an old magazine? Well, we all know how long you took in there.
Call me philanthropist the way I did donating my blood.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm really a good guy. I'm really a Mother Teresa for how much I donate. I mean, that's got to be a thing, right? I don't think there's that much demand where you need a regular donator for sperm. Yeah, there's no, like, crippling desire. I think you donate, and some weird fertility clinics are like, what's your IQ? You want to take a damn Mensa test? Because apparently that has any impact whatsoever. It's important work. Yeah, I guess, you know, if you ever...
They should
someone
make
has to make
Ocean's
the
11
decision...
heist, but they do it on a sperm bank.
Oh my God, yeah. Yeah, has there ever been a huge heist for someone like... Yeah, they got Einstein's stuff. It's in a vault. I want to have some Einstein kids. Again, we joke, but I feel like there's a secret underground world of like high IQ. There's like a sect of Mensa where they're just going and donating, and they think they're like, that's an interesting show idea. Like a television series about a secret society of high IQ people that just go around donating daily to sperm banks to try to like make the world a better place. But then actually...
Horse semen is the most expensive liquid in the world.
All these kids are turning into be the worst people we know. Thanks for your input. Enjoy your workout. Hey, thanks for dropping in. We have some good goofs and gaffs. Yeah, we don't need ethnic anything, ethnic cleansing. No more eugenics. I don't think that ever worked out. No, I agree, yeah. What if it did work out and the rest of us were just like dumbasses compared to... I mean, it's just like, what are you thinking? Yeah. It'd be kind of funny. Oh my God. It'd be funny if somebody who was just like so ignorant was right. Water, Gatorade, or Bud Light? Well, this is water. I've never been a Gatorade drinker while working out. The sugar and stuff in it, I don't know, I always feel You know, they're like, the electrolytes will bring it back. It's like, not really. I just like cold water. And Bud Light, I don't think I would ever choose that. That'd dehydrate you more. Maybe if I was doing yard work. My wife's uncle, that was his currency for doing chores. He'd be like, oh, your yard's pretty big. That's a 5-beer job. He would like measure landscaping work in terms of beer count. Pull weeds, that's like a 2-beer job. I always thought that was like, that makes so much sense. And yes, those do sound like reasonable prices. Horse semen is the most expensive liquid in the world, yes. Not
For
all.
some people, getting out of bed is 2-beer job.
Again, with the horse stuff, it's like, you gotta have a stud. You gotta have a speed racer. No one's buying like Donkey Doo. You know what I mean? You know, no one's buying the slow horses stuff. You gotta have a Clydesdale. Has anyone ever seen a Clydesdale? I've heard they're like gigantic. It's like a elephant-sized horse. Maybe not that big, but they tower over you. It's kind of intimidating.
Okay, but how do they know?
You look very
we just
similar to my
infiltrate
Uncle
the bank
Patty.
and switch it up with easily gettable our
Okay.
semen. Who knows, maybe it works better.
You mean like a horse-human hybrid? Isn't it weird that, like, dogs are the only thing on the planet that we can, like, Pokemon eyes? You know what I mean? There's so many different dog breeds that it's just like... And there's, to a lesser, very much lesser degree, cats. But cats, you know... Yeah, Siamese and Calico are pretty damn similar. Pug and a Greyhound are very, very different. Oh my, it's like super extra hot in this room. This is like the side of the room that hits the sun first, or the side of the house. You know, everyone was yelling at me for a fan, but I feel like, and it was just this. I feel like I actually need a fan in this room. And I do have one. I'm actually considering grabbing it. I don't know where I'd plug it in. Probably right there. Yeah.
Domestic fowl is also very much changed by humans.
Oh, yeah. It's crazy even amongst humans how different.
Have you seen those Chinese roosters with feet that are 30x more fat?
Whoa, no, I have not. Is it like clown roosters? I'm confused. 30% more, or 30 times more, not 30%. Oh yeah, W, you've been streaming or doing videos? Hey, Monkey, good morning. I just saw a spider on the front of the seat. Oh. Is it shiny and veiny? Little something Chad? I don't know.
MR_Seeker said, back in business.
Back in business, Mr. Seeker. Still haven't been to the eye doctor. I do wonder. You know, I had good eyesight for most of my life. I feel like, you know, if I need glasses, even if it's just for reading, I need to embrace the oldness. But maybe not. I do wonder if it's just because I'm sweating, because I feel like I don't have trouble reading when I'm not working out. And sometimes people just post stuff and such smile font. I got like pretty normal sized font for the Twitch and YouTube chat. But TikTok chat, I can't make any bigger. And it's just like very tiny. It's like phone font. And I have it on a mouse, kind of far away. Anyway. My personal streaming logistics. Embrace aging, yeah. For sure. That's one of the reasons doing this. I'm embracing aging. I'm working out now so that I don't destroy my body. Don't hesitate to write your social security number on a sticky note and show it to me. Yeah, what would the hesitation be? You wouldn't steal from me, right? You're a nice guy. You know, it's like they always say, you could trust everyone on the internet. You know what? I got you. If you watch for 30 more minutes, I'll go and write my social security number. And you know what? Since you've been so nice, I'll write my bank account information down on a sticky note. And I'll show it to you. But you gotta wait 30 minutes until I'm done with my workout.
Am I? Bulkbogan official said, Jason, do you have the midlife crisis planned? Better be prepared.
Yeah, I don't know. Is it gonna hit me? I don't know. I think, you know, what is the cause of a midlife crisis? I think when you just like, you get into such life events, like getting married and having kids, and then you don't do anything you like anymore. I feel like in order to if I had kids, maybe I'd have a midlife crisis right now. But I still work in stuff I like to do all the time. I think, you know, the crisis happens when people are just like, they had a way of life. Things are way different and they can't figure out how to work in any fun. It's kind of like burnout at work.
I'm not in danger of that wee-woo.
Yeah, I hope not. Who knows? I'm saying all of this and I still have a midlife crisis.
MR_Seeker said, I am the most evil guy on the planet. I build AI models that everyone wants, but MasterCard refuses to pay out.
What an interesting name for a cat. Is that from something? Greenway the cat? Not the most evil guy on the planet, Mr. Seeker. Not by far.
Bulkbogan official said, Sir, put your API tokens down and we won't have a problem.
might be nice and leave that towel on the door. This towel? I might be nice and leave. Oh, okay. You might. Oh, so you're going to rob me, Matt. I see. Well, thanks for leaving the towel. I'll need something to keep me warm while I'm sleeping on barren. You know, if you're really good, you'll steal the house, too. Has that ever been done? Someone goes on like a year-long vacation and someone stole the damn house. I mean, it'd be, I guess, kind of easy to find. It's got to be put down somewhere. And probably not that far away. That's a fun idea. Like a billionaire, trillionaire-ish guy has a feud with like a minimum wage person. What would you have to do to piss off a billionaire to steal your damn house? You know, I feel like there's other ways they can annoy you. I'm just going to unscrew the handles on that bike. No problem. I ain't using them. Look, hands free, Mom. I did have a debate weeks ago where I was like, do the handles even do anything? And I definitely feel like my legs are much more sore not using the handles. So, you know, I think that we're definitely doing something. You know, maybe you're meant to use the thing. You know? Maybe I'm putting too much strain on my dang legs to pedal. I just put up my post if anyone wants to see it. Yeah. I'll check it out, W. Right after the stream here. W, what are you working on? Are you like trying to do a video series or something? Or are you just doing a channel post? Yeah, I guess it's like a side of YouTube I've never really delved into, is the comments and channel posts for channels. Oh my God. Don't have the skills for that yet. You'd be surprised. You know, you might be doing videos for nobody. But eventually, you know, it's kind of like, you know, I always dreamed about being like a radio announcer. You know, everyone would tell me that I got like a deep timbre to my voice. People are like, damn, do you do radio? I go, no. And they're like, you should. I always fantasized about doing radio. But radio people have to talk for 4 hours every day, and then they have to do like ad reads on top of that. And I don't know. You don't know if you can do it until you just start doing it. You know, I always knock people on like, what is going on even? These people are not funny. They're like, there's some funny ones, but they get really hacky with it. You know, the shock jocks. And then you realize how hard it is to talk for 4 hours a day and still be interesting. And, you know, this is only an hour a day, and I feel like I run out of stuff to talk about, like, within 5 minutes. Sometimes I don't even have 5 minutes. Sometimes I sit down on the bike, and I'm just, like, completely
radio
blank.
People used to be cool. Now that niche is filled by cringe podcasters.
Yeah. You have a face for radio. Thank you. Like Alistair the Cajun Wendigo. Whoa, I don't know that. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, okay, I've got dyslexia, so that would be a problem, doing like reading copy on the fly. But you know, there's ways around it. There's things you can do to mitigate my slower reading abilities. You know. And yeah, has been hotel character. Oh, okay. I have been told to watch that, but I have not. You know, if it's something that interests you, you just gotta start doing it. It's gonna be bad, but if you have fun doing it, you know, keep doing it. Like making videos and, you know, streaming. I know I'm bad at it, but I'd love to hear you impersonate the vampire from the new Nosferatu. You know, that's what's his face, right? You don't even know it's him. It's the guy from It. Oh my God, I can't remember his name. It's really slipping from me. I do. I ride the bike every morning. No, I'm just doing like the stereotypical. I'd have to listen to it. Let me work on it. Skarsgård, yeah, there we go. Wait, it's Bill Skarsgård? There's another Skarsgård, right? There's Alexander Skarsgård. That doesn't... and they're related, maybe? Cousins or brothers? You don't have to do it. You're worn out. I'm just trying to think, yeah. What does he say? Because he speaks in another language, right? Or I think so, yeah.
There's Stellan, he is Ender too.
There's Stellan, he is an Andor too. I think it's Will. Man, I can't remember. My brain totally blanked. I like the new Nosferatu. That's the dad, I think. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Whole family oith actors.
Yeah, wow. I can't even imagine. What a weird career path to get your whole family into. Or I guess you know, there's the nepotism side of things, but also it's just like, you know, most people who say like, oh, nepotism hire, usually those people are really good, you know. I mean, there's been a lot of nepotism hires where they don't get into top movies or indie films. Beer for breakfast is amazing. I don't know. I think it's more sad than amazing. What the hell? Yeah. Oh my God.
Stellan has 8 children and all of them are trying into acting or something.
Whoa, wow. When you have 8 and you don't own a farm or anything, what are you doing? What weird warped sense of anything do you have? Who are you to say? What egotistical pedal do you put yourself on where you're having 8 children? Or do you just really, I don't know. You don't wrap it up? Covering his bases, yeah. One of these kids has got to be a megastar. Yeah, maybe. He likes the Zex, and he likes to... He's very potent. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. Man, that was such huge news, and it's just like the slow... This happens with every, like, big trial. It's just like the law takes so long to get all the charges, and they're like going through phone calls day by day, collecting all this evidence to charge them to the fullest extent of the law. And then for every piece of evidence, you know, the defense is going through and going, no, that's not relevant to this, and then they argue for a day. for certain cases, can we just speed it up, you know? I guess you want to be thorough and you want to be, you know, you don't want to get some trumped up charges, right? You don't want to get, hey, I didn't do that shit. So maybe it's got to be slow and methodical. But, man, is it boring. You know, going through all of this, and then is he just going to do like a, you know, disappear? You know, he can't handle the prison life. I don't know. Feels like a big waste of all our time. For some things. For some things, you got to just be like, no, I guess you can't really, because you don't know. You don't know until you go through each thing. But, you know. I guess once you sentence, that's like a big final thing. We don't like to revisit things. You know, there's an innocent project, but, you know, a lot of people who are found innocent after so much time, it's like decades after you get sent to jail. They really don't like to second guess themselves, because then it takes so long to get you in there. And even when you're damn innocent, ain't that crazy? You gotta have a damn nonprofit saying, this person was totally innocent. That's why I don't like to be everyone's friend, but I don't like pissing people off. I think I've reached an age in my life where it's just like, okay, some people, you're just never gonna turn. You can't be everybody's friend. But I do think you can be invisible enough to not be people's enemies. You know. You don't gotta road rage. You don't gotta be a justice warrior at Starbucks. You know, who cares? You know, you can make fun of that person after the fact, but you don't want things to come to a head. You know, you don't want things to come to fisticuffs. You don't want a, you know, world star moment. Because...
So, Jason, you heard the news.
Oh, what's the news? You know, even the funniest world star height, that's like the worst person, or the worst day in that person's life.
Movie is being made.
Oh, yes, I did hear this. I was actually kind of shocked that Mel Brooks was still alive and had his facilities. I was like, oh, damn, yeah, I guess I didn't hear his obituary or nothing, so. Very surprising. And Mel Brooks definitely doesn't have to do anything, you know. So they gave him a pile of money, and let's see what happens. I don't know. You know, they brought back Beavis and Butthead, and I was like, Mike Judge doesn't have to do this. Like, he's very successful. So I like knew it was going to be good. And it was. I liked it a lot. I liked the new movie. I liked the new Beavis and Butthead series. A little weird with, you know, Beavis and Butthead got famous because they were like kind of riff on, you know, music videos. And music videos had like just some goofiness to them. It was just like, what the hell? What is going on with this? And it was fun. New Beavis and Butthead was starting to get into like YouTuber and TikTok stuff. Whatever. It seems like the natural progression of things. King of the Hill, August 4th. I cannot wait. I'm so excited. Bobby's famous now or something. Hank and Peggy went to Saudi Arabia for some reason, which, you know, talking to people who live in Texas and work in oil and gas, apparently that is a thing. That is a common thing. And they have these, like, compounds in Saudi Arabia that just look like suburban American towns. Because a lot
Maybe not for you, but for my elder Zoomer S, Gumball is back after 7-year hiatus.
Oh, Gumball. I've seen it. I know what Gumball looks like. I can't really recall. I think I enjoyed watching it. I have to... Maybe I should watch a full episode and get back to you. Regular show is something I want to watch more of. You know, I've seen episodes here and there. What's that one with the book and the grandpa? And the girl with, like, the pink sweater. Oh, man, it's right on the tip of my... Adventure? No. It has the weird book and the triangle guy. Oh, man. I keep wanting to say Adventure Zone, but that's a podcast. Gravity Falls.
Dora the Explorer.
Dora the Explorer. Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. That one was good. I didn't watch it, like, all the way through, but apparently that's got, like, a... Uh-oh. Watch is running out of battery. Another low-distance day. We might reach 15 or 16. Right before I left for Chicago, we had like almost a 19-mile. Just looking into Animorphs recently because Transformers.
I'm into Oni plays, but indifferent to their TV production.
Oh, yeah. Animorphs has war crimes, lots of war crimes. Interesting. Yeah, love Smiling Friends, love Only Plays. It's very interesting, though, because it's like Smiling Friends, you know. I like South Park. Matt and Trey have their process. They hate stuff happening for no reason. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Hey, good morning, Jason. What's up, fellow Jason? Go! But I really like Smiling Friends. I don't know. Maybe it's because, like, the bits are kind of, like, built up after years of watching Zach and doing Only Plays. I don't know. I don't know what the what makes that good and what makes Family Guy. You know, Family Guy does a lot of non sequiturs, but a lot of misses. You know, I have Hulu now because I'm waiting for the new King of the Hill. And I was watching old Family Guys and a lot of familiar bits, a lot of stuff I would quote in school. And man, rewatching a lot of just bad, forgettable bits in between. And I'm like, I don't remember it being this bad. But, so yeah, what's the difference? What makes Smiling Friends, I guess maybe they lean further into like a non sequitur, and it like affects the storyline in a very minimal way. And there's just not that much of Smiling Friends yet to really judge on. You know, the shorter episodes in terms of quantity and stuff, and you know, better animation. They do the mixed media. You know, they'll mix up like claymation or the 3D stuff, or just like different drawing styles in a single episode. That's really interesting. You know, you could tell they put a lot more effort into it. Yeah, I don't know. It's basically space aliens doing what? Okay, sorry. Shorter workout day. I gotta get to work. It's a long work day, but tomorrow I have off, so you know I'm thinking about changing up the workout room. I'm thinking about moving stuff into the basement. You know, especially today. You know, with the heat wave, I think it makes sense to move in the basement where it's like 50 degrees all the time. So yeah, tomorrow there might be change of scenery, but yeah. Thanks for watching. Catch you tomorrow. I have the day off, so maybe I'll do a longer workout. We'll see. We'll see. I'll put my boxing gloves on. Maybe I'll do some bag work. You know, we'll change it up. Maybe that'll be the new normal, is doing some bag work as my cardio instead of the exercise bike. Who knows? We'll see. We'll play with it. Anyway, have a good rest of your day. See you tomorrow morning. Bye. Sweat check. Proof it's not LCGA. All right, catch you tomorrow. See you, Bulk. See you, W. See you, Mr. Seeker. See you. W, I'll check out your pictures. Yeah, I'm curious.